Dish for the support of this show, but I want to welcome in Coach Jeremy Shulman from Eastern Florida State College. What's up, Coach?
Richie, thanks for having me on the show. Really appreciate it.
You bet, man. Hey, you have had a ton of success down there at the junior college, and you've been a leader and coach of that program, 8 going on 9 years. You're one of only 2 coaches in Florida junior college history who's finished top 3 in the tournament 2 years in a row, and the other one, big-time name, Steve Forbes at East Tennessee State.
Absolutely. Well, I'm blessed with really great players and an unbelievable administration here with my athletic director, Coach Carr, and my president, Dr. Richie. And we've been successful because of those guys.
We've done a terrific job, and I've known you the entire time that you've been a junior college coach. I know you've been, 12, 13 years now, I believe? And
Yeah.
You've had phenomenal success. You're a leader of one of the best programs in the country down there in Florida. So I want to talk about that because you don't hear a lot about junior college coaches taking Division I programs. So can you talk a little bit about the success of those coaches who have gone on to the next level as a head coach?
Absolutely, because Richie, as you know me for a while. That's an eventual dream of mine, but I'm trying to make that jump. Unlike a lot of coaches do, I'm trying to go directly from the junior college level to a head Division I coaching job. And as you know, it doesn't happen that smoothly sometimes. But the coaches that have coached junior college and now coaching Division I, it's unbelievable at the success that they've had. When you're talking about newcomers like Ryan Ritter at Bethune-Cookman in his first year, directly from Daytona State, who's in our region, and just ties for first place in the conference in his first year. Obviously Kermit Davis and the success that he's had at Middle Tennessee and now going to Ole Miss. Even national champion runner-up, John Beeline was a junior college coach. Dana Altman at Oregon, Brad Underwood, Chris Jans, Barrett Peary, and of course the aforementioned Steve Forbes, who also coached here in Florida and is killing it right now at East Tennessee State. So junior college coaches, it's amazing success they have, but it's not surprising because of everything that we have to go through at the junior college level. We don't have the support staff that a lot of other schools at Division I level have, so we have to wear all hats. We have to be in charge of all the academics, all the study halls, all the weightlifting pros. We are the strength and conditioning coaches here, in charge of all recruiting, in charge of taking care of the apartments, obviously in charge of all the paperwork and balancing budgets and scheduling and travel. And, you don't have a lot of help, so it's great, but I'll tell you, it really prepares guys for the Division I level. And that's what's exciting when you see so many great guys that have come through the junior college ranks and now are having such immense success at the Division I level. It's very exciting, and I have a lot of pride in that, coming from the junior college ranks.
Well, as you should, and that's great insight there. You and I have talked a lot about the stigma of junior college coaches going on to 4-year schools, and it might just not be Division I. It might be going to an NAIA school or Division II or Division III. A lot of those coaches that you mentioned, and even guys like yourself who have had a ton of success, what do coaches have to do to get over that stigma?
Well, I think the more success and the more that athletic directors will open up to the idea of hiring directly from junior college rather than saying, hey, you've got to be a Division I assistant coach and be more traditional in the way you move up the ladder. So I'd say the more success and the more that athletic directors pay attention to it gives outstanding coaches. I don't know if I could call myself an outstanding coach, but other outstanding coaches in the junior college ranks, hopefully give them a chance, because I can say firsthand, again, I've been coaching, this will be my 12th year coming up in coaching junior college, and there are some unbelievable coaches at our level. And a lot of times it's the guys that, they're not in the, Coach K coaching tree, obviously, or they wouldn't be coaching junior college right now. They weren't necessarily, All-American and professional basketball players, so they've had to come up the tough way, and they've had to come up making almost no money. Rich, obviously you're a friend of mine for a while. As you probably know, I made $10,000 my first year as a head coach, not an assistant coach. My first year as a head coach made $10,000, but it was more than worth it to try to prove myself at this level. And thankfully, my administration has taken care of me since then, so I make more than that now. Yeah. Or else I probably wouldn't be able to live otherwise. But
especially down in Florida.
Especially in Florida, absolutely. So I just think the more that coaches have success coming from the junior college ranks, hopefully more athletic directors will think outside the box, and they'll give a chance, and they'll stop just trying to win the press conference and actually try to win championships. That's my biggest plea right there.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of athletic directors are trying to win the press conference, like I said, trying to keep their job. And you're being humble. I'm going to tell everybody you are an outstanding coach. You just finished third in the country in Division I junior college. Last year, you were runner-up. You're doing pretty well for yourself. You have embraced the grind over the years, so give yourself some credit. And a lot of people don't know you were involved with Team USA basketball. Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. When I first got the call to coach with Coach Calipari on last year's under-19 national team, Richie, I thought they had the wrong number. But you know what? I'll take it. I returned the phone call anyways, and I'm just beyond humbled to have the chance to coach with Coach Calipari, Coach Painter at Purdue, Coach Manning at Wake Forest, Coach Cooley at Providence, Coach Miller at Arizona, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's amazing. Coach Boyle, I can't forget Coach Boyle at Colorado. So the experience was just, it was, I can't believe I had that experience to not just coach unbelievable players like Cam Reddish and Bol, et cetera, but to coach with these unbelievable coaches who have been my idols growing up, and to realize that these are great guys. And, and I'll be honest, coaching with Coach Calipari, what an unbelievable guy. Yeah. And with everything he's accomplished, and I'm just a junior college coach, honestly, Richie, when I got out there, I was expecting him to say, "Hey, go get me some coffee." And you know what? I said, "You want cream or sugar?" But, he treated me. He treated me unbelievably well. He asked my opinion. He allowed me to work, allowed me to coach, and for that, I'm very grateful and very thankful.
That's terrific. Well, I think an athletic director would be crazy not to give you an opportunity at that level at some point. I think you will get that opportunity, and I got to ask you. Is Drake walking around campus wearing your jersey? Because I've seen pictures of Drake wearing your uniform jersey before.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, we're lucky. Drake did wear an Eastern Florida uniform at a concert in Tampa last year. He got to know our point guard, Ahmed Ali, who's from Toronto. And for those that don't know that are listening, Ahmed scored 103 points in a high school game. And he didn't get it just in a fast-paced game, getting layup after layup. Ahmed hit 22 threes in the game. Ahmed's an unbelievable shooter, unbelievable scorer at only 5'10", 5'11". And so Drake reached out to Ahmed after scoring 103. Only two people in Canadian history have done it. Ahmed, and then Denham Brown, who played for UConn in the 90s, was an outstanding player. And so Drake got to befriend Ahmed and reached out to us at Eastern Florida and asked permission to wear a jersey. So he had an Eastern Florida jersey with 103 was his number, and had Ali on the back. And very cool. And there's not a lot of programs anywhere at any level that Drake has worn their jersey. So hey, we're very grateful. I'll tell you what, very grateful. What a great guy.
You need to get into one of his next videos. That's what we need to do.
Hey, he doesn't want me in one of his videos. He won't make any money that way. So.
I've seen the dance moves, bro. Don't act like you can't get out. All right. Hey, man. I got to congratulate you on your success, man. You've done a great job down there, and you'll continue to do a great job throughout your career. And I got to ask you, you use Dr. Dish, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We do. I switched over to Dr. Dish. We're a Dr. Dish fan, and I'll tell you, our guys put that thing to use, and it is an awesome machine. I mean, it is. I'll tell you what, it might be a little too complicated for me, but my guys love it. They love it. They love all the features on it. They love the iPad, and iPhone feature, and we put it to good use. Team Dr. Dish right here.
Let the young people realize how to work those machines. Well, hey, I tell you, if anybody watching this mentions the show to Dr. Dish, especially us talking to you, somebody that uses Dr. Dish, the best shooting machine in the world, they'll receive an exclusive discount on any one of their products. Coach Jeremy Shulman, you're the man. Appreciate your time.
Hey, Richie, thanks so much. Thank you so much for having me.